Let's go. Love you, bro.
Christiansen, senior at Wilsonville High School. So spring of 2020, I felt the calling on my heart. Not only had I seen it from the mentors in my life at that time that this life is better and leads to great things, but I had seen with friends and in community that the world needed Jesus. I got baptized at my church in that spring and never looked back.
Tell me what FCA looked like your freshman year.
For me, I was waking up at 7 o'clock and you're like, geez, this is so early. Not this pressure of it being this formal Bible study. Just a bunch of guys who have this common idea. We're gonna meet and grow in fellowship with each other and grow not only in our own faith, but grow together. At that time, we had started to kind of build this culture of, hey, we're gonna be this kind of group of different people. There wasn't a lot of us, but there was kind of this core of a couple dudes who realized there was like, we're gonna hold ourselves to a higher standard. Yeah, I didn't experience a lot of loss. Then my grandpa passed away. A couple months later, my uncle was diagnosed with cancer. Unfortunately, he passed. Months later, my mom was then diagnosed with cancer. And that was a point in my life where I was like, God, what are you doing right now? Her type of cancer wasn't invasive. You still have to worry about that, but in that moment, it was like, that's a living miracle right there. And it's kind of like geez, this long road that's hopefully like over. And you know, who's to say it doesn't all of a sudden spring back again and we have to go through this whole process again. But what I know is that regardless of what happens, God's still got it. God has put blessings upon blessings in my life. I think there is truly something to say is whatever you think or plan in life, God's gonna make it 10 times better. And I would say the semifinal game was pretty much the state championship. After the game, I kind of felt this feeling of like, I knew I was gonna play college football somewhere. I don't know where it's gonna be. I still don't. Wow, what a great run this was with a bunch of great dudes. And the memories we've had. I mean, it's crazy to say this, but there were 5 dudes on that team who I played 6th grade football with. What started with a bunch of guys saying, hey, let's meet, free food, bring a buddy. We're gonna talk about Jesus for 20 minutes. It's not gonna be anything prophetic, but if we can start building these habits now, and you keep and hold on to it, you'll be surprised what God does with it. I have buddies who I invited and they gave their lives to Jesus. And I remember giving them the biggest hug because I was like, yes, he gets it now. And, you know, I won 2 state titles. I felt on top of the world. I've been one of the dudes, and I'm like, yeah, but there's no feeling when you're seeing your buddies getting baptized or you're seeing your buddies commit their lives to Jesus. Those morning FCA Bible studies led to 12 dudes my senior year getting baptized. And now those guys all living a life for Jesus.